Hey everyone, Jess Nerren here. I am here to talk to you today about appeals. If you ever have questions about where things kind of landed with SSD, this is a great process to be familiar with, is the appeals process. So I'm going to walk you through a little bit of that today so that you know where to find it and where to go, and a little bit more about it. Okay, so under current students appeals, this is a very helpful place to look at. Okay, so every single person has the right to due process. Okay, so this is really talking about the due process processes related to our office. Okay, so if you have questions about your accommodations, you have the right to an informal review with the director and then with the AVP. So that's the informal process. And we encourage anytime you have a question to get involved with our office and to escalate your concern with us, because we want to hear from you. We want to help you and we want to help alleviate your concern. Okay. Beyond that is the mid-level review, which would be with the SSD AVP who oversees SSD, and a panel. Okay. Lastly is a formal grievance that could be filed, right? Complaints about delivery of accommodations. That's like accommodation implementation. Like, I have this, but it's not happening. Okay. First, come to the director. So that might be me for the time being. It'll be someone else in the future. Then go to the AVP. Then go to a panel comprised of your peers, of us, and of other people involved. Okay. The ADA compliance officer, the director, a professional staff member who's knowledgeable about the specific disability, other academic or administrative personnel, etc. Okay, so this is really important, and you always have this right. And then complaints about staff, you have the right to complain about us, you know, and if you have a complaint about us, you have the right to complain about it. Okay. So you can bring complaints about someone else to me or to the SSD director. If you have complaints about the SSD director, you can take them to the AVP. And we need and want to hear those too. Okay. If you're after that, step 3 would be to take it to the VP of Student Affairs office. But I definitely encourage you, I know it sounds like a lot of steps, but I definitely encourage you to always start at step 1 and then step 2 and then step 3, because chances are it's going to be resolved long before you get to the end of that process. Okay. Complaints about alleged discrimination. It depends who the complaint is about, right? So me or the SSD director, bring it to the AVP and they're going to resolve your concern. Okay. If that doesn't resolve your concern, it goes to a panel. If that doesn't resolve your concern, you know, then at that point you would file a formal complaint. So those are the steps for appeals based on the type of concern, but all of them follow a similar process in the sense that it's like, bring it to the leadership of the office, bring it to a panel of folks involved who can speak to the concern, and then bring it beyond that. Those are great steps to follow. Those are really good self-advocacy skills. I bet that we can resolve things for you and get it taken care of, but know that you have rights and that you always have the right to be heard by a panel. You always have the right to due process. You always have the right to tell someone if you're concerned about something. So that's it for this video about appeals. Thank you so much and see you soon.